The festivities continue, but one thing remains: Jaune was expecting something bad, as he knew the group they met weren't good people once Cinder and her goons excused themselves. Jaune looked to Shinso, who nods. Jaune informs the headmaster of what happened, and he will look into it. Meanwhile, the festivities continue as Pecan and Weiss got her ass kicked. Young proceeds to the finals. RWBY and Blake also passed, but barely. Sun and Neptune passed qualifications. Penny and Seal passes. Pyrrha passed her qualifications. Nora was disqualified for escalating violence. Ran was not angry, just disappointed later. Jaune, really Pyrrha? Pyrrha. Hey, I'm not a skilled leader, I'm just a good fighter. Jaune really. Then suddenly Jaune's name has been called. Tony. Sir, it seems like the thieves is trying to hack your stolen credentials. Jaune. Where are they? Tony. In a secluded area in the city. What's more is that it seems like there are numerous abandoned buildings around them. The problem is, they are trying to access your finances. Jaune. Typical. Have you found out anything about them? Tony. Nothing significant except that their entire transcripts are fake. Please send them the same fucking energy that assholes tend to do in Jaune. Fake transcript exposed. Fix Jaune. I guess we can expedite the headmaster's work. Send everything you found on them along with their location. Tony. On it. Anything else, boss? Jaune. Get everything ready. I think something is about to happen. Tony. What makes you say that, boss? Jaune. Remember that control virus we found on the CCT? Tony. The one that would hijack control of any electronic systems. Jaune. I have been watching the Vital Festival with my family for years, and I have never recalled a squadron of warships ever appearing in any one of them. Tony. And the presence of the virus in their central communication system would mean. Jaune. Yeah. Get everything ready just in case. Tony. Got it, boss. He then got near Shinso and elbowed him lightly. Shinso looked at him and understood what was going on. Melissa. Jaune? Something wrong. He grabs her hand and hands her something. It was a ring. A couple of bracelets. I was just trolling. Jaune. I based these on my nanotech. It will form anything you need to protect you. Melissa. Is something wrong? Jaune. There are things adding up that might become a problem. Melissa. Okay. She took them and put them on her wrists. Young. How cute. Jaune glared at Young while Melissa blushed and stepped away. Young. Are you two dating? Jaune. We're just lab partners. Partners, huh? Young was wiggling her eyebrows while saying that RWBY was still drawing up ideas from the bleeding edge armor. Nano machines was so cool. Penny was beside her, sharing and comparing notes. Jaune felt some form of satisfaction or completion to be back in his world. He watched his old friends just play around and bicker like the good days. Melissa smiled, seeing Jaune more upbeat than his usual stoic self. But things aren't what they seem. Something was in the sky watching everything. Meanwhile. Tony. You got a message, boss. Priority. He pulled out his scroll and Oshpin told him they have sent multiple squads of soldiers to arrest the goon squad. But at that moment an explosion from the distance that got people to panic a bit as they saw the smoke. Then suddenly gunfire can be heard as White Fang grunts started emerging from the crowd. Jaune stood up and Shinso followed RWBY. What is going on? Blake. White Fang. Weiss. They're attacking the people. Hurrah. Everyone calm down and protect the people. Nora. Finally some action. Ren. Nora, people are getting hurt. Nora. Sorry, you know what I mean. Coco nods to Velvet, who pulled out her weapon. Jaune. Melissa. She nods and stick with his remnant friends. Jaune. All right, partner. Time to work for a living. Shinso, you got that right. A few moments earlier, the jet that was cloaked in a nearby landing space, a pair of doors opened and launched two suits towards Amity Arena. Back to the present. A couple of metallic thuds could be heard as the group looked to Jaune and Shinso step into their armor. Penny. Oh, what's your name? Shinso. It's War Machine. Jaune. Save the chatter for later. We have to create a wall between the White Fang and the people. Shinso. Crowd control. Got it. RWBY. All right, everyone, let's save the day. Jaune and Shinso went ahead and flew from the frying pan and into the fire. We see civilians stumbling and running away from the extremists, shooting anyone they see. Then suddenly two iron heroes stood in their path. WF Grunt 1. What the hell are those? WF Grunt 2. Who cares, just shoot them. One idiot shot and the bullet ricocheted and went back to his head. WF Grunt 3. What the foo? Before they could regain their momentum, the two then charged the group Shinso. Hey, I just came here to talk. The grunt in front of him screamed and fired his machine gun on him as the bullets bounced off and went everywhere. War Machine grabbed the gun and then bends it into a pretzel. Shinso. Non-lethal. Before any of you get angry, Iron Man and War Machine are representatives of Japan. If they took lives from Remnant, it will damage international relationships and potential alliances or trade deals, whatever their governments decide on. Then War Machine deploys every weapon platform on his suit and accurately hits every target with his targeting computer. Jaune went in with his trademark repulsors, sending grunts flying into pillars, stands and so on. One dumbass got lucky and lands a grenade round on Iron Man, engulfing him with smoke. The grunt smiled, but when a pair of glowing eyes pierces through the smoke, the grunt fled in terror. Others were smart enough to throw away their guns and run away. He looks to his partner and found piles of bodies around him. He then looks to his friends, and they did a better job protecting civilians this time as RWBY and Pyrrha coordinate their teams from attack and defense. Nora, Blake, Young attack and Weiss. Ren, RWBY and Pyrrha defend. Melissa was with them, and he saw that she was armed with a pair of gauntlets firing repulsor rounds. He smiled seeing that, but that smile was wiped off his face as a massive shadow loomed over them, and they looked up to see a massive grim wyvern and a gigantic flock of Nevermorse moving to attack the Atlassian ships. One particular ship was boarded by an unknown group with their intentions not known. Oshbin informed Jaune that the people he warned them about was behind this attack, and was now trying to take over a ship. Ironwood, in the meantime, was not on board his flagship to oversee the arena's security, which is now taken over by the unknown group. Things went worse when the Atlassian Knights went rogue and started attacking the people they were meant to protect. Jaune. Tony analyzed those machines. Tony. It seems like the same control virus we removed from the CCT, but on a smaller scale. If the CCT was infected, then all of those machines would be attacking us. He noticed not all Atlas Knights were attacking them. Some shielded the people even at the cost of their artificial lives. Jaune. Tony, try and take control back and we will deal with the rest. Tony, on it, boss. Jaune. Shinso, you handle the runaway robots on the ground. I'll deal with the grim above. Shinso, you got it, crater face. Jaune, don't be a twat, vomit boy. Shinso. I wouldn't give you the satisfaction. He then aimed his minigun on all AKs. Jaune then took flight and started thinning down the flock. Things are heating up in this festival. Chapter end.